Welcome to Radio Friends. It's Tuesday, August the 21st, and we're going to talk about an organization that is not quite 2 years old yet. John Baker is with us from the Community Foundation of Central Missouri. Good to have you here, John.
Man, it's my pleasure to be here, Paul. Thanks.
Now, the Community Foundation of Central Missouri is going to be 2 years old, what, in September?
November.
November?
Yes.
Okay. How did this come about, and what is it? Let's start, first of all, how did the foundation come to be?
All right. The Community Foundation arose from the thinking of the visioning process of the city of Columbia.
I remember the visioning, and that's been going on for some time.
It has, and it continues to unfold, but there was like a critical time in 2008 and 2009, and one of the decisions that they made was to have a community foundation because Columbia and Central Missouri was not being served by a community foundation, and they are a little bit different kind of foundation than what you might ordinarily think of when you hear that word.
Mm-hmm. So what is the Community Foundation of Central Missouri?
Well, rather than having, like, say, a large pot of money that's invested, and then you have a single board decide how that money is to be used, community foundations are very donor-centric. In other words, we try to find a donor who has a passion for a charitable cause, and we put those things together. And the donor can create a fund, or they can put money into some fund, but they have a lot of control, if they want to, as to where that money goes charitably. Mm-hmm. So rather than give somebody else the decision-making power about where your charitable dollars go, you as the donor can continue to have that involvement through the life of your fund.
So if somebody out there listening has some money that they would like to see go to a particular charity, why should they come to you instead of just going right to the charity?
Well, for one reason is they can give it to us and we can invest it for them, and it can grow over time. And then they can have like a continual contribution that goes on year after year after year
to the specific charity
for their specific charity that they choose. That would be kind of like a designated fund.
Okay.
Or they could do a fund that we invest for them, and they can take the earnings and even that principal if they want to and dole it out to a number of charities along the way, their own time frame, whichever ones they want.
And they can change it? If
Yes,
they change their mind, they can do that?
Yes.
How many people are you working with this time? How many different charities are you working with?
Well, we have about 9 charities that we're involved with focally, where we have funds with them or for them. Children's education, healthcare, endowments for the United Way, Voluntary Action Center, those kinds of organizations. But all of our donors have charities in mind pretty much when they open up a fund with us. Mm-hmm. Or a research institution, or a subdivision of government, all those kinds of things that satisfy the IRS nonprofit statute. Mm-hmm. We can work with all of those organizations, and we do.
Do you have people who are small givers? And when I say small, I mean 50, 100, 500, or 1,000, or do you mainly have people in the $500,000 category?
Well, we have all of that.
You do?
Yes, we have some funds that are publicly donatable. In other words, anybody from the community can donate into those funds, and we have a way to make that happen. For example, we lost, sadly, a few weeks back, one of our young Army soldiers, Sterling Wyatt. Mm-hmm. He was an Eagle Scout, and so we established through some of his friends a Boy Scout scholarship fund in his name. So we get checks all the time from anywhere from $10,000 to $500,000 into that fund. Smaller checks and larger checks.
And they all go into, so if a fund is established, somebody can come to you and say, I want to donate to this particular fund.
We can take that money for them because we are a charitable cause, and we can receive donations for most of our funds from most anyone.
Yeah.
But we can also receive those larger funds from people, those larger donors, who have that charity in mind or that social issue in mind that they really want to make a difference with. So they will create a larger fund, and then the proceeds from that go to that charity or that cause.
How many cities or how many communities have an organization like yours
Well,
across the country?
There are about 750 community foundations in the country now. And honestly, Columbia and Central Missouri has been behind the ball about 10, 15, 20 years. Most parts of the country, with cities about 100,000 plus or minus, they already have these and up.
Is there a website that people can go to if they want to find out more about the organization?
Yes, it's www.cfcm, that stands for Community Foundation of Central Missouri, CFCM Foundation, all one word, .org.
When they go to that website, the structure of the organization is going to be available, shown.
It's there. We have a lovely ribbon on the top that you just go to if you want to be a prospective donor. You click on donors. What does this mean to me? If you're a nonprofit organization, you want to be a partner. There's that word partner. You click on it. What does that mean to me?
So somebody listening, if they're part of a nonprofit organization, can actually become a part of the community foundation.
Absolutely. And any other potential donor who wants to be can. You get your own fund. You get to go on our website, click on your fund's name. You can monitor how much is in your fund 24/7, what's gone into it, what's gone out of it, and you can actually initiate a withdrawal to your charitable passion from our website. It's really easy, it's slick, and it's very low cost for all the services that we offer.
The benefits to the charity are what?
Benefits to the charity are anything that money can provide to help the charities or a charitable cause expand its mission, or to do more of what it's doing, or to improve what it's doing.
Why did you get involved with this?
Well, I have a long history in working with local congregations.
Right.
And I was a senior pastor of churches for about 30 years. A couple years ago, I decided it was time to do something different. And so I decided to make a change. This was open at about that time, a little bit later. I was a community builder in the congregation, meaning I looked at our community and our church. I considered it as a community. I tried to strengthen the members in that faith community to go out into the geographical community to do good things. Well, this is a similar kind of work. It's like art on a different canvas. I'm community building. I'm working with organizations, trying to do good things that are helpful for people, trying to connect good-minded charitable hearts with excellent charitable causes and put all that together for the public good.
Yeah.
It's good work.
And you're one of the really good people that we're fortunate to have in the Central Missouri area. We were talking about that a week or so ago on here, about how fortunate we are to live in the Central Missouri area, because we've got a unique group of caring people.
We do. Lots of good folks are around here, and I'm glad to be part of that number to work with them.
All right.
I can say it in that way.
John, for more information, again, the website address is?
cfcmfoundation.org.
Okay, our phone number?
573-817-5027.
Okay, John Baker, Community Foundation of Central Missouri, thank you for coming by.
My pleasure.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. We're out of time for today. Tomorrow, League of Women Voters and Literacy Action Corps. Our program directed by Travis McMillan of the Reynolds Journalism Institute. Audio is Pat Akers from KBIA. Our floor director is Danny Matteson, and our assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Mauser. And if there's something you would like to hear or see on our program, please drop me an email, pepperp@missouri.edu. I'd love to hear from you. Have yourself a nice morning. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.